Alright, welcome back everybody to a brand new video here on the second channel, and today we're going to be looking ahead at the Japan metagame right now. In the Ascended Heroes format, we're going to be looking at what decks are doing good over in Japan right now. They are playing with our new set. We're going to be getting at the end of January, and I thought, why not take a look and see what's good, see if any new Mega Evolutions are making an impact. I know there are a few that might be seeing some play. I'll leave a link to the site I'm on right now, on Limitless right now, looking at the City League results here in Japan. We have a bunch of recent ones here in 2026 in January. We'll look at all these results here and see what cool decks are doing well. If y'all are new here to the second channel, why not subscribe down below? We're on the road to 26,000 subs, and yeah, let's get into it. So, I'll start with this one here. The first tournament was won by Megabox. So Megabox, I don't think gains too much with Ascended Heroes. Is playing Watchtower. I think Watchtower is really good right now against Charizard, giving you a better Zard matchup. It did beat Flareon in the finals, but it was not just a normal Flareon deck. It's a Flareon deck with the brand new Dragonite. Now, Mega Dragonite is a pretty strong card. It's got a lot of HP, and it does big damage. It's got the attack Dragon Glide that does 330 damage. You have to discard 2 energy from Dragonite, and it's got a good ability where you can switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. There's actually a lot of good use you can get out of that in situations where you need to kind of give yourself a bit of mobility against Yveltal and whatnot, and you get this really strong attacker. Now, there's one big downside about playing Dragonite. It's weak to Fairy, or weak to Psychic if your opponent uses Clefairy, which is kind of a problem. But Dragonite is really good, and it was used here in the second place list, which did lose in the finals, and I think that's probably because of the fact that they had Watchtower. I'm sure like one well-timed Iono Watchtower did them in. Though this deck probably has a good matchup against Kangaskhan Absol with the high damage output. And the Dragonite probably really helps too. What does the Dragonair do? If this Pokemon has any energy on it, you can search check for an evolution. So this can immediately evolve into Dragonite. That's pretty good. You can like Flareon to Dragonite, power it up, and then attack with it. And Pokepad's in the deck. Now, I think we're getting this card in Ascended Heroes. I hope we are. It's either getting this card in the set Perfect Order in March, or we're going to get this in Ascended Heroes. We'll have to see. We see a really interesting Terra box deck in the top 4, playing it with Roaring Moon. So a lot of Terra decks doing well in this tournament here. Playing Pokepad. Pokepad makes sense because you can use it to easily find your Noctowl. So it's a really good way to find Noctowl without having to burn resources. With Ultra Ball, it's playing Roaring Moon, he acts and ends plan. So very interesting concept. Try to move energy onto your board. Poltnor. Poltnor does gain Pokepad. This is actually a pretty big card for the deck because it's a free way to find Dracloak without having to play Ultra Ball, which is actually really good. So Pokepad is a very strong card in Dragapult. Unfortunately, it's going to make Dragapult even better than it already is. Yes, Dragapult needed an upgrade, but they got Pokepad now to find Clopses and Dracloaks and whatnot. We got Grimmsnarl also playing Pokepad. So Pokepad is just making a big impact in Japan right now. And that's just because it's such a versatile card. Very good in Grimm. It's a free way to find Frostlass, free way to find Morgrim, Munkidori. A searchable Munkidori card is really good. Pokepad is amazing. Like I said, I think we're going to get this in our next set. I really hope Pokepad is in Ascended Heroes because it's just such a good card. Like more Poltnor here. Also, once again, playing for a Pokepad. We got Festival Lead doing good also with Pokepad. I mean, this card is just so good for one prizers. Very good in Festival Lead. Like, search check for a Pokemon that doesn't have Rule Box. Like, that's broken. Such a broken search card. Might be one of the best search cards I've ever had. And we got a Dengo here doing well. Well, Dengo with Legacy Energy is interesting. I don't think Dengo gains anything. It's playing Lily also instead of Arven. So that's a very unique take on the Goldengo deck. Playing it with Lily's Determination is a cool concept. All right, the next tournament here was won by Sharpedo. All right, that's cool. Not really any new cards in Sharpedo here. But Sharpedo with Kangaskhan. This is a very interesting concept. You can use Mega Kangaskhan to draw you cards. You have the double Petrunt. So you can use Petrunt to move into Sharpedo to activate Mighty Mochi. So you have like kind of a draw engine here, much like when you're playing the Mega Absol and stuff with Kangaskhan. So you use Petrunt to kind of pivot in the active spot. So very interesting approach to playing the Mega Sharpedo deck. We got Enzork here making it to finals. Obviously, Enzork is going to be very good in this upcoming set because it's gaining the new Zekrom. We've looked at Enzork decks before, but yeah, Zekrom is just too good. It just lets you do 250 damage out of nowhere, and I'm really liking Zork in the new format. I think Ascended Heroes make Zork a way better deck. And also, yeah, you can put Pokepad in the deck if you want. It's a free way to find your Darmanitans, your Darumacas, because before Darumaka can't be poffined out, and then you have the option to find it with Zekrom too. So Pokepad and Zekrom seem really good. Then we got good old Guardy. The one new card is like maybe the new Shadow Rider or whatever the thing's called. It's not actually called Shadow Rider. Alakazam also gets Pokepad, which is, once again, a really good buff to the deck. It's a free way to find your Duns and your Kadabras and your Alakazams and your Abras and your Dunsparces. Like, Pokepad is ridiculous in Alakazam, too. Like, just such a good card. We got Grim doing well, too. Also playing a couple copies of Pokepad. Just seems like it's good. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention, Grimmsnarl does gain the new Snorunt with 70 HP, which is actually really good. Something to highlight. We got another Terra Box doing good here with the Chiyu one prize attacker, probably for the Dengo matchup. And also, yeah, it's playing Pokepads. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to see a lot of this card, man. And being able to find Noctowls for free like that is looking pretty good. Another Guardy with that new Shadow Rider card. And then we got a Dragapult Frostlass deck. All right. So Dragapult Frostlass is something that I've also been trying out recently myself. It's not a bad idea. It's a lot of, like, even more spread than normal. And you get access to Mega Frostlass now, which gives you a big late game blow-up attacker. It's playing Wellspring and Moltres. There's a lot of stuff going on in this deck, actually. Crispin, Wellspring, Moltres, Legacy Energies, even the A-Spec. Kind of crazy stuff. This is a big, big pile. And we got another Frostlass Munkidori. I wanted to highlight this. This deck does look a lot better because it gains Pokepad and Mega Frostlass. You get a really good attacker in the Mega Last. Now, you have a higher count of Snorunt now, which makes your deck a little bit stronger. We got Raging Bolt doing well. If we had Bolt Noctowl with a couple Pokepad, doesn't seem like a bad idea. Give the deck a bit more consistency. Did beat Dengo Rocks, but nothing really new. Like, I guess you could play Pokepad in Goldengo, but like fighting Gong and Nestball are just far better cards. Another Festival lead. Not playing Lopunny. Guardy again. I mean, yeah, the one new card might just be the new Shadow Rider thing if they want to play it. It's a Dragapult Okidogi deck doing good here. So it's like Okidogi with Dragapult in it as an extra attacker because it's got the Dracloak with Draw Engine. I don't hate the idea. Doesn't seem too bad, actually. He's got Hero's Cape as the A-Spec. It's a cool idea. See, Japan always has cool decks. Some more Poltnors. We'll skip over those. We'll look at the Grim deck again. Yeah, Grim with Pokepad. I mean, Grim can also play Mega Frostlass, too, but then you have to play, like, maybe Luminous Energy, which, it's not the greatest idea. We got Zoroark winning a tournament with the Zekrom here. Not playing any pads, though. Opted for the Ultra Balls and Nest Balls and stuff. It's got the double Zekrom in there. The Darmanitan. Yeah, Zoroark just looking good. It beat Kang Crustle in the finals, which is kind of shocking. This matchup does seem pretty good. You have Shred now, and the idea against Kangaskhan with Zoroark is you don't attack the Kangaskhan with Zoroark. You just boss around it. If Kangaskhan ever hits into Zoroark and they flip one tails, or if they don't flip two heads, then you just blow them up with Reshiram's attack. So that does seem like the matchup's kind of scuffed. We got Zard. Now, okay, I was about to say, Zard does gain a new card, and we'll talk about that. I'm sure we'll see that very soon. But it's a Charizard Dusknoir deck here. Another Grimlist. No Mega Frostlass. What else do we got? Another Kang Crustle. I don't think the deck gains much new. Yeah, no new cards from the new set. Yeah. You go play Pad in the deck, but Nestball is probably just better to find your stuff. Plus, you have Trolley. Pad does find you free Pokemon, though, which is, like, somewhat good, right? So there's, like, some value in it. This is an interesting one. There's some interesting decks here. We got Alakazam winning this tournament. It ended up beating Charizard in the finals, and it was Charizard with no Munkidori. It was like Slowzard, but no Monkey. Now, Charizard does gain the new Mega Charizard Y. Now, Mega Charizard Y might be better than playing Lopunny in the deck. It's a very good attacker. It's got that Explosion Y attack. So you put a couple Fire Energies on it with Infernal Rain, and then the idea is you put Ignition Energy on it. Discard 3 energy from your Charizard. Just 280 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. A 280 damage snipe is absurd. I mean, you're knocking out so many Pokemon with that, even other Pidgeots. And with the help of Max Belt, you can, like, knock out a Dragapult out of nowhere. And, again, you put the Ignition Energy onto your Mega Charizard Y, and then you just blow them up. This is better than playing Mega Charizard X, because you don't have Oricorio in the deck. So, yeah, Charizard Y does look like it's going to change how Charizard is going to be played. As somebody who's been playing a lot of Slowzard, very excited to try out the Mega Charizard Y in the deck, because it could be worth trying in this build. It also deals with Cornerstone, which is really good. And, again, being able to, like, randomly snipe stuff is, like, kind of wild. So, I'm definitely a big fan of Mega Charizard Y. We're going to see a lot of that, I think, in this video. Another Terra Box. Yeah, no new attackers. It's mostly just the pad that's going to be playing. Another Kang Crust. Nothing crazy. And then we got a Hydreigon Owls deck here. Got that Hydreigon Teal Mass deck. No new cards, but you could play Pokepad, right, to make it easier to find your Nox and your Ghosts and stuff. And then we got a very cool Dragonite Electros deck. So maybe this deck will work with rotation. It just feels like this deck doesn't have any legs against Gardevoir because Clefairy just lets them blow up Mega Dragonite and take 3 prizes. But maybe with rotation, this deck could be a lot better. When Guardy gets a lot worse. It's playing the new Mega Electros here. We've looked at this already. It's got Split Bomb and Disaster Shock. It's a pretty strong card. And then we got another Frostlass Munkidori deck here with Mega Frostlass. So, like, the straightforward Frostlass Munkidori deck with no Grim gets better because of Mega Last. Because now you have a really good attacker in the deck that can put on a lot of pressure and a lot of damage. We have a Dengo ESP deck here. It's interesting. All right. This tournament is won by Charizard. There's Charizard with a 1/1 line of Ghost. Interesting build, actually. There's not really much going on in there. We got some Raging Bolts in top 4. A bunch of Raging Bolts. I think we had one without Owls. Yeah, one Owlless Bolt. We had a couple Owl Bolts. We got Donzard. Now, Donzard also doesn't really get a whole lot of new changes. You could try the Mega Charizard Y in the deck. It does actually have a bit of synergy in this deck, but if you're not going to play the Ignition, maybe not. But Mega Charizard Y could be good. But you have the Wellspring, which is, I guess, the same thing as playing Megazard. And you can add a Pokepad in the deck, right? And again, make it easier to find your Noctiles and stuff. Not bad. We have a Miraidon, or I guess it's actually Joltik Box, which, again, does gain Light Ball. So let your Pikachu do 350 damage, which is a huge amount of damage to hit. That's knocking out so many Pokemon, which makes Joltik Box genuinely a bigger threat now in the meta, in my opinion. We have a Slowking deck doing well. Slowking is another deck that gets a massive buff with Pokepad. A free way to find your Curums is actually kind of absurd. Like, before this deck kind of was a bit of a pile because you had to, like, draw in a Curum via Ultra Ball or Cypher. But now you just play Pokepad. You can just Pokepad for the attack you want to copy if it's in the deck still for Slowking, which is kind of bizarre. So Pokepad is a gigantic buff for Slowking. Mega Manectric here, not really gaining any new cards, unfortunately. Yeah, Pokepad is broken in that deck. Looking at this City League, we have Mega Box winning. What else do we got here? Some Guardyless, Grim. I was surprised to see if Grim played the Mega Frostlass. We have a Hydreigon Pidgeot deck doing well. I like this deck. Toxicity is good. There's no toxicity in this build, but Hydreigon is a pretty cool card. I like it. All right. Let's see here. Grimmsnarl with no Mega Last. Some Dengos here with the Rocks. Yeah, Dengo doesn't gain many new cards. We interestingly got a Team Rocket deck. This is another deck that could pop up as a one-prizer deck. We got that new Team Rocket's Honchkrow here with that Rocket Feather attack. Discard any number of supporter cards with Team Rocket in its name. Do 60 for each one. Pretty good synergy with Porygon. You can go Honchkrow early on, then go into Porygon to finish stuff off with Arcman for each Rocket supporter in the discard pile. So you discard them with Honchkrow, and then you finish off with Porygon. Not bad. Another Charizard with the Mega Charizard Y. This is why I like. A Slowzard deck with Megazard Y looks pretty appealing. I've been really liking Monkeysard. This one's playing Double Monkey and Budu in Battle Cage. A lot more going on, but Mega Charizard Y looks like a pretty good upgrade for the deck for sure. Seems pretty good. Anything cool here? Not really. Just more Raging Bolt and Grimmsnarl. What about this one? Got Terra Box doing well with the Roaring Moon. So I guess maybe Roaring Moon is worth trying out. It's Roaring Moon NN's plan. And we got a Fessel lead with the Thwacky. And then we got Mega Charizard X Charizard. This one does play Oricorio and Monkey. So this is trying to kind of play into the Mega Charizard X Oricorio SCR engine. Kind of like what Tord played, actually. There's no low punnies, though. But this play Heavy Dawn in there. You might as well play Mega Charizard Y, actually. I'm surprised there's no Mega Charizard Y in here. You might as well play it. If you're going to play the Oricorio, because you can still use it with Mega Charizard Y. Got Pulsar doing well. Maybe add a Pokepad to the deck to make the deck a bit more consistent at finding cloaks, but nothing too crazy there. We got this one winning, Ceruledge winning. Ceruledge not gaining much with Ascended Heroes. Kind of just stays the same. Beat Charizard in the finals. It was another Charizard Y variant here with Pidgeot. Another Terra Box. The Pokepad in there. Terra Box can play Light Ball too, actually. But I guess like you want to use Pikachu with Sparkling Crystal. But it does give the deck a lot more firepower. One of the issues I actually have with Terra Box is it's not slow, but it does kind of suffer from lack of damage sometimes in some regards. It does hit for weakness. It can snipe stuff on the bench. I don't mind the idea of Light Ball in the deck. But you kind of want to Crystal your Pikachu. Another Pulsar with a couple Pokepads. I like it. See, Grimmsnarl with Mega Frostlass. No, I'm sure we'll find one day. Cool little Tyranitar deck here. Oh, and no Dracloak with Toxtricity. Huh, okay. This tournament was won by Joltik Box with that light ball in there. And it ended up beating Ho-Oh Makarko in the finals. It's a pretty funny little deck. It's a nice little one-prize attacker deck. Do big damage. It's not bad. And we got Blood Moon Ursaluna, which is, once again, a deck that could play Pokepad now to find your stuff. This one's kind of crazy. It's got a lot of stuff. It's got Sudowoodo, Hawlucha, Tinglu, Minior in there. Crazy stuff. I got a Baxcalibur Whaler deck doing well. A fun little one-prize deck. Hey, man, it gets Pokepad. Pokepad's not bad for these Bax decks. Find a free way to find Baxcalibur. You got Revroom you can find, Wailord, Wailmer. Oh my gosh. Crazy stuff right there. A lot of Goldengo doing well in this tournament too. Is Dengo even playing rocks? Or they're all Dengo rocks? Like I was like wondering on that one. Another Raging Bolt winning this tournament. Kanga Bolt. Oh wait, this is Kanga Bolt. This is actually a really interesting idea. So the draw engine of the deck is Kangaskhan, Teal Mask, Raging Bolt. No owls, just very straightforward. 4 Kanga, 4 Bolt, 4 Teal Mask. Holy crap. 4 Sada, 4 Crispin. A lot of 4-ofs. They won the tournament. And ended up beating a very cool Terra deck in the finals with Teal Mask and Wellspring and Dusknoir. So it's kind of like trying to use Wellspring and Dusknoir combined together to like blow your opponent's board up. That's an interesting idea. We got a very interesting Miraidon deck here. Wait, what is that? Miraidon Fezandipity? That's such a weird... A double Fez. Leashy's Appeal. No Light Ball, though. Interesting Joltik deck. Okay, I had to look at that one. We got Mega Lucario doing well. Lucario will be a lot better once Guardy rotates. I'm excited for Lucario to actually be like a decent meta deck. And the Dengo got the Joltik box here with the Magneton in there to help get some stuff going. Another Festival Lead. A lot of Festival Lead in Japan. This one's also not playing Mega Lopunny. But the Pokepad's pretty good, though, like I said, in the deck. Got Raging Bolt winning this tournament. Another Donzard with the Wellspring. So a lot of Wellspring and Donzard over in Japan, it looks like. And we got another Zoroark here, playing that Zekrom in there. Got Crustle doing good. Yeah, Crustle can play Pokepad. Now you have an easier way to find your Crustles with Pokepad. Instead of having to play Ultra Ball, you can just like Pokepad for a Crustle for free or Monkey Dory for free. It's like an all-in-one card. It's just a higher value than Ultra Ball. So yeah, Pokepad really just upgrades a lot of these one-prizer decks, as you can see. Very good stuff. What else? Got a Flareon deck playing Jolteon EX and a one-price Chiyu. Haven't really seen Jolteon being played in a while. And a Monkey Dory. Hero's Cape also being the spec. Pretty crazy list there. See, Japan has all the crazy lists. We got another Charizard Pidgeot deck. This one really leans heavily into the Charizard Y, though. We got 2 copies of Charizard Y and 2 Ignition Energy. So really trying to use Charizard Y. We see Django win this tournament. It's a deck I haven't really seen do well in a while. Django has fallen off. It doesn't really beat regular Dengo, unfortunately. It was pretty good, though. We got a Dengo Ceruledge also doing good with Precious Trolley and Ceruledge and Fire Breather. A couple Charizard Pidgeots here with the Megazard Y. And this one does not play Megazard Y, just kind of keeps it classic with the Dusknoirs. We got Zoroark doing good with a Moltres to help against Dengo. The Dengo matchup is winnable. I mean, you do have Zekrom, but I mean, if you go Moltres, Zekrom, I guess you can win that way. Is it better than playing Darm, though? That's the question. I don't know. I think Darmanitan's still probably better, right? I feel like it is. Terrabox did win this tournament. Nothing crazy in that build. It's a bunch of Pokepads. Ceruledge doing well with the Zerosix Mechanicians. Greninja Pidgeot made top 16 here. Not really anything new in this deck. I don't think it gains much, unfortunately. The Greninja deck is cool, though. What was this Dengo? It was Dengo Rocks. Okay. We got a Venomoth Frostlass doing well. Hey, I did a video on this deck, actually, on the channel. If you want to check that out. This one played Crushing Hammers and Pokepad. Yo, like I said, Pokepad pretty good in a deck like this. Broken card. I can't wait to play all these one-prize decks again when we get Pokepad. Another Django doing well with Light Ball in there for the Pikachu. I like that idea from our blow-up potential. How about this tournament? Pulnar beat Charizard. It was the Slowzard deck here with the Dawn. Max Bell. Actually, pretty similar to the deck I did a video on. Except they have Moltres over Chiyu. They have the Pidgeotto split. I like it. Oh, this Dengo. Dengo Kiss with Scizor doing good. Okay. Not bad. All right, we got Zoroark with Darmanitan with Okidogi and Zekrom in there doing good. Typhlosion to Dunsparce. Yo, Typhlosion with Pokepad. I like it. I mean, you already have a good search engine. Literally, the whole point of the strategy is playing the supporter that finds all your Pokemon. But you got Pokepad in the deck to make the deck even stronger now. I like it. Another Dengo Mega Lopunny deck. Yo, Pokepad Togekiss. For Dengo, I don't hate that either. I've tried Dengo Togekiss. It just doesn't work very... I think Chansey's actually just a better variant of the deck overall. But it's cool. We got another Donzard here with the Wellspring Mask Ogre Pond. Nothing crazy here. Another Frost-Last Monkey Dory deck without the Grim. Just playing the heavy Mega last line, it looks like. Okay, cool. What about this tournament? We got Grim winning this tournament here. Nothing too crazy. Just a couple copies of Pokepad in there. It did beat Terrorbox in the finals. And we have another Terrorbox deck doing well here. A lot of Terrorbox in Japan. We got Venusaur. Does it gain anything new? Not really. I don't see any new cards. I guess you could play Pokepad to find your Meganiums and your Bayleafs and your Ivysaurs and Bulbasaurs. But you have Bug Catching set. But it's not guaranteed to find them, though. Yeah, it's not guaranteed to find them. So, is it better? I don't know. We got Guardy Jelly winning this. Anything crazy here? I think Guardy Jelly, yeah. Nothing new in the deck. Just the same old Guardy shtick. We got Lucario doing good. Some Pokepads. We got a very interesting... Oh, yo, Blissey, Raging Bolt. Okay, yo, I'm down. Blissey's an interesting card. There's a lot of ways to play it. And this Raging Bolt idea with 4 Glass Trumpet is kind of cool. Could this be the way to play Blissey with rotation? Or Raging Bolt with rotation? Keep in mind, Raging Bolt does lose Sada, which makes the deck a lot worse. Another Zoroark deck here. What the Greninja Pidgeot deck? Crisis Punch is cool. Nothing too new in there. And then we got another Dengo Rocks. Okay. I'm always happy to see non-Dengo Rock decks. So Raging Bolt, Raging Bolt beat a Toxtricity deck here in the finals. It's got Absol in there and Brute Bonnet and Petron. I guess maybe if you start like a Mega Evolution, it's pretty grief. Yeah, it's cool. Toxtricity box, cool deck. We have another Crustle deck doing good here. Not playing the pad though. Not playing that Pokepad. Another Grimmsnarl. We got what, a straight Dragapult deck doing well with no ghosts. Dustless Pult. Another Mega Charizard X variant, though, without the Mega Charizard Y. I got another Dengo Lope. Whoa! Dengo Lopunny with a very interesting count of stuff. Max Routes, you expect only 2 retrievals. 14 energy, double Evincia, double Lopunny. What does this do? So check for 2 basic Pokemon, put them on your bench. Yo, not bad, yo. Crazy concept. Well, Garchomp. Does that get anything new? Not really. I guess, yeah, you can add a Pokepad in the deck. I guess it's, like, kind of neat. I don't know if it's that great, though. All right, Grim won this tournament. All right. They beat a Dragapult Dusclops with a Squawkabilly in there. Another Zoroark with Zekrom and Toedscruel. No Reshiram. And they got Pulsar also with, yeah, the Pokepad stuff. And Crustle. What else do we got? Anything else cool in here? Another Greninja Pidgeot deck. I like the idea of Kangaskhan in here. I want to try that out. Kangaskhan and Greninja Pidgeot with Latias to give you a bit of extra draw. Because you're a lot more combo focused than other like setup decks. All right, we can go to the next day here and look at some more decks here from 2026. We got another Zoroark deck with the Zekrom and the Darmanitan. This is how I would play Zoroark. Would just be like Darmanitan and Zekrom and stuff. I like it. Got Alakazam winning this tournament with the heavy Pokepad count. More Poltnor shenanigans. Another Sharpedo deck doing good. With the Viper in there. The Hero's Cape, obviously A-Spec for the Sharpedo. It's got the Biting Mochi and the Petch in there. We got some more Guardies. This one's got Mega Guardy and the Shadow Rider. It's called Spectrier. Something like that. Another Zoroark deck. We got Donzard again. The Pokepad Enhanced Hammer in this one. Interesting idea. We got another Zard Pidgeot deck with the Ghost. Okay, cool. We got this tournament here with more Zard Pidgeot with no extra Mega. We got Poltnor winning with the Moltres and the Defiance Band. So really trying to lean into that Moltres Defiance Band package to take advantage of Moltres. So I like it. And ended up beating the Dengo in the finals. Probably because, yeah, the double Moltres probably does go a long way, obviously. What else? Anything cool? Another Frost-Last Monkey Dory deck. Another Grim List. Ooh, Grimmsnarl with Mega Absol. No, actually, so there's no Frost-Last in this one. It's kind of more leaning into like the Monkey Dory approach. It's got the Marnie's Morpeko, the Mega Absol. I've tried Mega Absol in Grim. I don't hate the idea. You do have to play it with Energy Switch, though. But it does actually have good synergy in the deck, right? Because you're putting energy in play. You can E-Switch it off, use Monkey Dory, use Shadow Bullet to set up damage on Absol. And you get an attacker against Cornerstone, something that Grimmsnarl doesn't really have a good answer to. More Joltik Box. We got another Jengo here. We got a Blood Moon deck also doing good. Nice. All right. Let's see what this tournament. We got Donzard winning this one with the Wellspring. So, yeah, a lot of the Donzard lists doing good in Japan right now are on Wellspring. Is Wellspring worth playing in Donzard? I don't know. I'm not really a Donzard enthusiast. I couldn't tell you, but it does seem decent. We got a Sarah Ledge doing okay in the tournament. An Unfair Stamp actually has ace back. And we got Cynthia's Garchomp in top 4. Playing Larry's Skill. More Terra Box stuff with the heavy Pokepads. Another Jengo. And yeah, we got another Dragonite Eel deck. See, I want this deck to work. I want it to work so well, but again, the Guardian matchup seems kind of sus. It's not terrible though, because you are able to do big damage. But yeah, the Guardian matchup seems pretty bad. But this could be the way to play Lightning decks after Miraidon, Generator, and Hand Rotate. You have Joltik too, I guess, which it's not as good with Dragonite. I guess, yeah, because you can't put Grass Energy on it. But like Joltik, Mega Electros could be okay. No. It's probably the best way to play like the Eel deck when we get rotation. Another Charizard Pidgey deck with the Dusknoir. Another Slowking. Once again, playing Pokepad. It's got the Altaria in there. Yeah, I can't wait to try out Slowking pads, man. Like, Slowking is a very fun deck. Honestly, kind of an underrated one-price deck because it's really the only deck that can use Kyurem. And we all know Kyurem used to be super dominant back in the day. But yeah, I can't wait to play with Pokepad. That's just such a big buff to the deck. We got a Moon deck. Interesting. Another Dengo. That was Dengo Rocks with a Judge. Okay, interesting idea. Cool stuff. Then we got Lopunny Dusknoir. I don't know if this deck really gains much with a new set. Not really. You could play Pad in there to make it easier to find your Dusknoir pieces and stuff, I guess. The Pokepad's kind of cool, but yeah, just kind of... I think the deck mostly will stay the same, I want to say. Got Dengo Rocks winning here. Got Zoroark, once again, doing well with Eerie in there. And the Zekrom Reshiram split. And we got a Hopzation Munkidori deck. I mean, it's a fun little rogue deck, right? Hopzation's always a cool one. Got Venture Bomb in there. Just heavy Venture Bomb. Munkidori in there. Just trying to be as much... Trying to do as much spread as you can. It's like a worse Dragapult, kind of. Because you can do a lot of spread with the Venture Bomb and the Monkeys and the Zacian's attack. It's cool. We got a Raging Bolt doing good. We got another Zoro deck. What's this one got? The Zekrom, the Double Darm. This is how I would build Zoroark. I like Hero's Cape. I think Secret Box probably better, but Hero's Cape could be okay in the Zoroark deck. Probably would help against Dengo even more. And then, we got another Venusaur deck here, playing Mega Meganium. Now, we haven't actually seen any of the new starter Megas. Like, we saw Mega Charizard Y. This is the first time we're actually seeing Meganium. No Feraligatr, no Emboar yet. It's a little sus. We're not even, like, Scrafty or Hawlucha. I'm sure we'll, like, I'll do another video eventually where we actually do look at deck lists from Japan to see what people are building with some of these other Megas. But so far, this is the only Mega Meganium we're getting to see, which kind of sucks. Because, I mean, the Venusaur deck could get a lot better with the addition of Mega Meganium, right? Just giving the deck a gigantic attacker that could do giant damage out of nowhere is crazy. Like, if your opponent does not kill the Meganium, it's going to run through your opponent's board. So it kind of sucks that we aren't seeing that many of these new starters. But, again, I'll do a video soon where I do look at more of the decks from Ascended Heroes than just, like, what's winning in City Leagues, right? But sad that there's not many more. More Dengo. The Garchomp with the Giovanni's Charisma and Eerie. But I guess Giovanni lets you attack with Garchomp out of nowhere. Gets the extra energy on it. We got another Tox box here. The Brute Bonnet, the Roaring Moon, the Mega Absol. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Another Tox box did well in the tournament. We got Terra box and another Tox box. This one was strictly just like a Brute Bonnet version of the deck. Also playing Scoop Up Cyclone. I guess you can bench Patch or Fez, scoop it off the board, and make your board all one-prizers. It's a cool idea. Or you can reuse Munkidori's ability if you haven't attached for turn yet. Another Zard Pidgeot deck also doing good here. All right, we got this tournament here with Poltnor winning it. It beat Miraidon, beat Joltik in the finals. Not surprised. I mean, Light Ball does help a lot. Light Ball, Joltik with Clefairy for some big damage. Does make a lot of sense, but, you know, not surprised to see Pult still winning. Jellicent Crustle, wow. This is an interesting idea. So it's kind of like Crustle Thorns. You have this, like, annoying, like, slow down wall Pokemon thing that can sit in your active, and then you have the Crustle. Huh. This is an interesting idea. You can Jumbo Ice Cream your Jelly if you get a bunch of energy on it through Crispins and stuff. Might try this deck out, actually, for a video. I like the idea of this. Is it better than, like, playing Crustle Thorns, though? I don't know. But Jelly item locks. And tool locks. And you get Frillish. I don't hate it. And the only new card is Pokepad, so I can easily just, like, swap that with a second Ultra Ball. I kind of want to try this. I want to try this deck, actually. That's a cool idea. We got another Frostlass Munkidori deck here. No Mega Last, though. Interesting. Opted for Hammers and Tinglu. Cool. More Poltnor stuff. And yeah, Poltnor is, like, just gaining Pokepad, maybe. Another Grim Frostlass. Another Joltik box. Once again, though, not playing the thing. Light Ball. Team Rocket deck doing good. Look at that. But I don't see any new cards. Does it gain anything new from the new set? I mean, Honchkrow. You don't want to play Honchkrow in this deck, I feel like. That would be its own archetype with the Porygon, right? So, kind of makes sense. More Grim. All right, that was all the decks in the new year. We can look at a couple more here before I wrap up the video, I guess. The Guardy winning with the Mega Guardy. Anything else crazy? We got, Poison Lopunny. Yo, cool deck. Also playing 4 Venture Bomb and 4 Deduction Kit. All right, they got the whole squad in there for searching and more damage. I like it. That's a cool idea. You get some big damage out of nowhere. Another Slow King doing well. Put the Pokepad in there. Love it. All right, what about this? Tournament, anything crazy? More Zard. I mean, Slow King got top 8. That's cool. Love to see it. It's just more the same. A couple Charizards here with the... Oh, this one's playing the other Mega Charizard. Not Mega Charizard. The other Charizard EX from 151 with Brave Wing and Explosive Vortex. Still playing Monkey, though. How about this one? Yeah, this one's got the Mega Charizard Y and the Ignitions in there. We even have a Donzard in the tournament. Playing Wellspring. Yeah, all the Donzards are on the Wellspring now. It's kind of crazy to see. Makes sense, I guess. Like, it's not bad. What about this tournament? Oh, that's one I just looked at. Okay, what about this one? A lot of Dengo. There's an eSearch Pro Dengo deck with Baby Dengo. And then we got another, it's Rocks Dengo. Okay. Got some more Donzards. Also playing Wellspring. Bro, all the Donzards are playing Wellspring. They're all playing the Wellspring. All the ones. Crazy. More Charizard, Pidgeot, Monkey Dory. Yeah, they're all playing Wellspring, man. That's crazy. A lot of Wellspring. Ooh. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, this is a Charizard deck I like. We got all the Charizards in there. Charizard EX, Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, Oricorio in there. The SER, Mela is interesting. I like it. There's a lot of blow potential. You got Snipe potential with the Charizard Y. And you got the blow potential. Then you got the late game Dark Attacker with the Charizard EX. I like the list. What else? Just more Grim, stuff like that. We got another Zoroark playing Zekrom. Cool stuff. Donzard won this one. Also, yeah, they're all on Wellspring. It beat Terrabox in the finals. More Charizard Pidgeot decks with Dusknoir. Ooh, this one's got Toedscruel. It's a slow build with a 1/1 Toedscruel to help against Dengo. I don't hate it. Lucario doing good. I guess, yeah, Lucario could play Pokepad. It's a free way to find your Harayamas, and it gives you more search outs for your rocks, I guess. Yo, Mamoswine made top 16. But it's even playing the one prize Mamoswine with Wreck. Water Attacker. Does this ever do anything? I guess it can kill Mega Charizards. Sure. Or Ceruledge, even. There's a one prizer that can do big damage. Still playing Luxray, Klinkling, obviously. You kind of have to play those two. Another Dusknoir Lopunny deck. Nice. That's cool. Grimmsnarl ended up beating Charizard here with the Ghost and the Mega Charizard Y. Makes sense. Grimm's got a pretty good Charizard matchup, I want to say. And the Mega Charizard X Pidgeot deck. Monkey and stuff in there. We got a Grimmsnarl Frostlass deck. Right? I just said Grim Monkey. I'm like, oh, maybe it's a Grimless Frostlass deck. We have a Kang Boof deck here. I mean, other than like playing Crustle, like stuff, I don't think the deck really gains anything new from the new set, right? Just kind of the same old stuff. I don't think there's any new cards to add. And then it stands out here that won a tournament. Another cool Mega Charizard split deck one with the Dunsparce. It's like the, I guess, not really a turbo, but a more like fast approach to playing the Mega Charizard deck without using Pidgeot. Did pretty good. We got a, Mega Manectric with Electros. Nice. This could be the way to play Mega Man when we get rotation with the loss of Generator, Miraidon, because you do get the new Canary supporter card, which is pretty good in the deck, I want to say. Poison Moon did good. It's kind of cool to see. Another Charizard Pidgeot with the Dusknoir. That's cool. Now, look at this last tournament. Oh, Raging Bolt somehow beat Slowking? Bro, there's no way. Slowking should easily mop the floor against Raging Bolt. That sucks. It is best of one. Maybe it was like a donk. Mega Man did good in this tournament. That's cool. All right, we'll get one more. Let's look at this one. Yeah, this one's interesting. We got Mega Charizard X Pidgeot winning. And then it ended up beating the Honchkrow Porygon deck, which is actually kind of surprising. I feel like this matchup should be favored for Honchkrow Porygon because it could do some big damage. The prize trade, I think, works out. Dengo Rocks, another Kang Crustle. What else? Ooh, yo, Metagross and Empoleon in the top 16. I'd love to see it. I like this deck. I did a video on it not too long ago. If you want to go check out some Empoleon gameplay, you can check out my latest video I did on this deck. I like it. It's a cool deck. A bunch of Alakazams. A couple of them. We got Donzard doing good. Also on the Wellspring. Yeah, every Donzard deck we looked at in this video is on Wellspring, so seems like they're all playing the Wellspring. in their list. But there you go. That's all of the decks doing good in Japan right now in 2026, the new year. And yeah, some Ascended Hero stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to see as much like Feraligatr. We only saw one deck playing Meganium. 2 Venusaur decks, only one of them had the Meganium. I'm sure we'll see more of that. And I'll do another video looking at deck lists using the Feraligatr and the Meganium just to see how people are building decks around those. So we'll do another one of these videos eventually here in a couple, maybe like a week or two on the channel. But yeah, interesting results. I mean, the big takeaway, Pokepad is very popular. Mega Frostlass, giving Frostlass decks a big buff. Yeah, Mega Charizard Y making a big impact in Charizard. That is the impact of Ascended Heroes in 2026 over in Japan. I'm excited to get this new set. I really do hope we do get Pokepad. It's not confirmed that Pokepad is going to be in Ascended Heroes, but hopefully it is, because that card is just so broken. Is a big upgrade for the deck. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link to Limitless if you want to go check out any of these City League results for yourself. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'll check out you all in another video very soon. Bye-bye.